As the weather warms up and we switch from heat to AC, we get a couple of common issues with the air conditioners. One, everything's running fine, but there's no airflow coming out of the air conditioner. Or two, there's plenty of airflow, but there's condensation that drips out of the air box. So we have three different kinds of air boxes. Either your knobs are going to be mounted on the end, like these, or they'll be side to side under here, or they'll be front to back, like so, underneath. Regardless of the style of airbox, they all work exactly the same. The reason for these issues, if it sounds like everything's running fine but there's no airflow, it's because your coils are frozen. In the event that there's condensation, that's because the compressor is set too cold and it's not able to wick away the condensation off the coil, so it has nowhere to go but to overflow the drain tray, and it ends up inside the bandwagon. So here's how you solve both of those issues. In the event that this is your selector knob, and you've got a few different options there: low fan, high cool, and then this is your thermostat, and that'll always just be red and blue. Okay, the ones that are mounted on the end are a lot easier because there's a Sharpie mark there, so you want to set the sharp. You do not want to go all the way cold like that. You want to back it off about a quarter of a turn and line it up with that Sharpie mark. On this side, the selector knob, this is always the case. You always want to set this on high cool. Never select anything other than high cool. So your selector knob is always on high cool, and your thermostat, you go all the way to cold and then back it off about a quarter of a turn to allow that compressor to cycle. That should prevent the coils from freezing because you've got maximum airflow, and it should prevent the condensation from dripping because you're allowing the compressor to cycle.